So cottages need to have some kind of sewage or septic system, particularly if you have a lot of folks coming to visit you. I don't know of very many cottages, older cottages, that don't have a privy on site. And a privy is just an outhouse that everybody can use at any time of the year. When people ask me, should I take my privy down, I always say no. It's a great backup should the hydro go out in the middle of the summer, or if you decide to take a visit in the winter time to your cottage and you need that facility, because you certainly can't start up a septic in the middle of the winter just out of the blue. But most people will want to have an installed septic, and there is a process to this. It has to be approved by the public health unit or the township. It has to be a certain distance away from the property or the house itself, but it needs to be accessible, right? Because water is flowing through it. You can't have a well within 50 feet of it, and that's a good thing. It is a very specific mandated requirement. So you need to have a septic installer do the work, because they are going to get a permit for you, and they are going to sign off on that permit. You will receive copies of it, and the copies of the permit and application will involve a sketch and a final approval from the authority that is willing to grant you this permit. And then what you need to do is maintain it. Most septic pumpers that I know and septic inspectors say the more you leave it alone and let it do its thing, the better. Do not put anything in a septic that is unusual. Do not put anything in a septic that isn't human. It needs to have gone through you before it goes into the septic. The other thing that's really important is you never ever want a septic to be empty in the winter. So do not ask a septic pumper to come and pump at the end of September. Most of those guys are headed for holidays, because they know that a septic should not be empty over the winter. In fact, I had a cottage owner tell me that he made that mistake and had to call up a septic pumper and ask him to come and fill his tank before winter. Now that's an anomaly I don't want anyone else to have to go through.